Hi everyone, Lee Magpie here, and today we're going to have a look at two Jurassic World figures from Mattel, and one is a Wild Roar, one is a Strike Attack, and we've got the Irregular Ceratops. I'm hoping I pronounced that right. And this one, they both have desert appetites, and then we're also going to have a look at the Strike Attack. And the other one is Gigantspinosaurus. So, obviously, it reminds us of the Spinosaurus, but it looks nothing like that. But both of these I want to do a quick review on, and that's why I've done both of them together, because they have been out a little while. They are available now in Smiths. I'm just sorry that it's been a while since I've actually uploaded some content. I have done another review not so long ago, a few days ago, but these two I wanted to do a review on together, as they have been out for a bit. They're still very new, and I am very excited to get them both out of the packaging. Obviously, we've got a Wild Roar, so one's got sounds, the other one is a action. It's got an action feature, which we'll check all of that when we get it out of the packaging. And then on the back of the packaging for this one, we've got the other available figures. I have done reviews on this one. I've got a review coming up of this one, and this one for some reason is not out in the UK. I don't know if it's out on Amazon, so if it is, I am going to try and get my hands on it so I can do a review. And obviously it's got the scan code, so you can pause away and scan away and scan it into your Jurassic World Facts app. And the figure on the back looks really awesome as well. And it's really nice that we've got two new species from Mattel. And then we've also got this one, which has the action feature, which I think is used by moving its head. And you can see it moves its tail. But we'll check that properly out when we properly get it out of the packaging. These two I have done a review on. And this one I didn't do a review on because I've got loads of Dilophosaurus. But this is also compatible with the Jurassic World Facts app, so you can pause away and scan away. But without further ado, I'm going to get both of these two out of the packaging. So keep like and subscribe to my channel for more toy related stuff. And I'm going to get these two out of the packaging. So everyone, I've got both of them out of the packaging, and my overall thoughts on them is they both look awesome. The sculpt on them both is really, really nice. But first we'll have a look at this one first. And my overall thoughts on it is it looks gorgeous. It's got this really nice mustard colour. The sculpt on it is beautiful. And then we've got this nice scattering of like moss green, foresty green on its back with a scattering of brown. And then it's got this scattering of brown on the horns, or the spikes on top of its plate on its head. I call this, sometimes it's plate and sometimes it's skull, so I'll flip in between probably. And then it's got this nice bit of green scattering around the eye and on the arms. I really wish that they painted the beak on its nose, on its mouth area, shall we say. They've added this like freckling effect, which Mattel's known for doing, but I really wish that they added this brown or this green on the peak of the nose, beak of the nose, sorry. And other than that, I think it looks amazing. I think they could have done maybe adding a bit of colour on the feet as well. But overall, I really do love the sculpt, and I really do love the colours. I just wish that they added maybe a little bit of colour just on the nose, and even added this bit of green or brown on the rest of the plates on the top of the head, or spikes on top of the head. But I do actually like how they've done this brown, and it like ombres into the yellow colour. It's got lots of detail. It's got nice little it's got like textures of lumps and bumps on the legs. Oh, and there's the sound there. It's got textures of lumps and bumps on here, and lots of muscle definition, and the feet are very like chunky and like stumpy kind of looking, and look really, really cool. It's a very heavy figure in general, but it also looks heavy. It just looks like if you saw this in real life and it charged that, yeah, you would be gone. But yeah, it looks really awesome. It's also got this nice bits of cream colouring on the plate, going scattering through this green as well, just to add a little bit more depth in the sculpt. And it's got some nice vein and bone detailing through the actual peak itself, as you can see here. Some nice indivots and textures and creases in the face as well. Nice little painted eyes. No off prints there as far as I can see. Really nicely done. And yeah, it just looks absolutely awesome. It's got some nice folds and crease detailing throughout the body. Mattel always does a brilliant job. As you can see at the bottom, you've got the speaker there. And it does come with a tag. But I ended up pulling mine out because it was so short, the tag, that I didn't even think it worked. So I didn't even need to send it back to shop. But it does work. So I have to be careful when reviewing it, because it's obviously going to make it sounds. But overall, it just looks awesome. And whilst the sounds are already playing, I might as well move the button. So if you notice, that sounds absolutely awesome. If you notice, it does move its neck in and then it goes out. Which is an unusual feature. What Mattel's done there. Some very nice and clear. You've also got these nice spans on its back, which are very flexible. They're not sharp at all for safe reasons. You also have to assemble its tail as well, and the tail has a swivel, as you can see here, and then you can move the legs that far forward, that far back, and the legs can actually go out like that. They haven't done that for a little while, as far as I can tell. Oh yeah, they do, but I don't think they showed this joint here as much. They usually blend that in, but it still looks very, very nice. And then you can move the back legs as well, and move them that far forward, and then you can move the thighs in and out, which is really nice as well. They move really smooth. So you've got some good posability, but it kind of just stands in one stand, if that makes sense. And I really can't wait to get my hands on a few of these, because I like to have my herbivores in heads. But yeah, looks beautiful. This is that's its back. And the scan code has got a little bit of spike detailing on it, so when you lift it up you can see. And then here is the scan code here, so you can pause away and scan away. There you go. But overall, it is just such a beautiful figure, and yeah, I'm speechless, because it's actually a really gorgeous figure. I just wish that some of the colours could have been added a little bit more on the face, but it has got quite a lot of colours in general. So yeah, scale to 1 to 10 for coloured scheme, I would give it a 10 out of 10. Scale to 1 to 10 for more colours would probably be about a 9 out of 10, just to add a little bit of colour on the beak and on the spikes on the top. Sculpt wise, 10 out of 10. Articulation and sounds, 10 out of 10. And everything else, 10 out of 10. It's definitely worth adding to your Jurassic World collection. But next, we've got this little guy, which I think is really, really cute. I think it's a bit lackluster in colour-wise, but sculpt-wise is very, very nice. It's got quite just a plain face, just in like orange. So we've got this like sunset orange, like a brick orange, with a light cream, like a light cream brown, shall we say. And then it's got this bone colour grey for the plates and spikes on its back. And the tail is a bit lackluster as well, because The spikes on its head don't have this grey colour. The spikes on its tail don't have this grey colour. And that's what really makes me feel like it's just a bit of a boring figure. Sculpt wise, it looks really awesome. And it does look very cool stood next to this one. And Mattel's still done a brilliant job on this figure. But I just think that the colours, they could have just added a bit more of this grey colour on the spikes on the tail and the spikes on the top of its head. But they have to do cuts on these figures, and yeah, and they've started doing a lot of this two-tone colours, but overall still a very nice figure. They have painted its beak on this one, and the eye is very small in like a yellow colour. Not really much going on, but detail wise, they've got loads of detail in it. It's got lots of textures and lumps and bumps on its body and on its top of the thighs. The tail has got a lot of detail, but it would have been a lot more better if they added this grey colour. And what I do like about these little spikes or plates on the back is I do like the little groove details they've added there. And the ridge details and crease details in the spikes on the top. And this would also be awesome. Oh, you can see it's actually attached, glued in. Do you know the spikes are glued into the rest of the body? But yeah, still a very nice figure. The coloured scheme is very natural. I just wish that they added just a little bit more colour to it, if I'm honest. Then there is the scan code here. So you can pause away and scan away. And as I bring the figure closer, you can really see them textures look really, really nice. But yeah, and then you move the head side to side like that. And it does a tail swiping action. I wish there was an actual button. I'm not sure there is. I am really not seeing anything. So yeah, and that feels a bit, I don't know, a bit boring, to be fair. I don't really like ripping into Jurassic World toys because they have done an amazing job on a lot of them, but this one just seems just that tiny bit lackluster. I don't like how it ombres a little bit at the bottom with the colour, this like peachy orangey colour underneath the belly. But yeah, articulation, can move the legs that far forward, can go all the way around, can come out like that, can swivel out like that. So you've got some nice posability in the legs. You can make it go really low down to the floor. Thighs move in and out like that. That far back can pretty much go all the way around. I've not really done that a lot in my figure with the figures, and because I'm scared that they're going to break, but they do actually go all the way around. So yeah, two awesome figures. Just a little bit lackluster in odd little bits of paintwork, especially in this one compared to this one. But if I was to give my overall thoughts just on this one, sculpt wise, 10 out of 10. Action feature, a 9 out of 10. I wish it just had a little bit more swing to the tail when you move the head. Coloured scheme, I actually like the coloured scheme. I just wish that they added a little bit more to the colour scheme. Like I said, I did this like bone grey colour to the spikes here and here. But other than that, still a nice figure to add to your Jurassic World collection. And I'm sure it would look a lot better if it was when I buy a few of them and I do some photography and make them walking heads and look awesome together. But both of them, brilliant. Just them few little odd details. But I am done with this review. I hope you have enjoyed this review. I'm sorry that it's been a bit late. But please like and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on my Instagram. It is Liam_Magpie. And I will see you all on the next one. Bye, guys.